Welcome to a brew video. Today, it's a special day. I have a guest yet again. You've seen him in such classics as Tasting Really Old Homebrew, a cookie stout. We did in all the classics. You've seen them all. His name is Rob. He's here to have a good time with us.
Hi.
Today, we are doing our annual Adjective Stout. We're a little late this year, but we got it in before the end of the year, which is most important. We usually do this around October, November. But you know what? Here we are. So last year we did an oatmeal cookie stout. And then the year before that, I think we did like a chocolate milk stout.
It was a milk stout.
Yes. And the very first year we did what we call the Adjective Stout. It was from Rennie Mosher's Radical Brewing. And it was a bourbon, salt, pepper,
smoked coriander.
There's something else.
Friggin', there was so much stuff.
That's crazy.
So hence the name Adjective Stout.
Yes.
A million adjectives.
A million adjectives. The very first beer I think we did together as an all grain was a Mexican chocolate stout.
It was a Mexican hot chocolate
stout. And
we didn't have a scale at the time.
No.
And so we tried to do some guesstimation conversion based on tablespoons. Not even teaspoons. I think it was tablespoons.
Yeah, I think it was.
And it was the hottest beer I've ever had.
It was
unpalatable.
What we use I don't even know how much cayenne we used, but it was far too much.
I mean, this was early days. In our defense, I'm pretty sure for 5 gallons it was like 14 tablespoons.
It was something weird.
It was like we should have known better.
Yeah, it was like,
but we didn't, and it was undrinkable. We poured it all out.
In honor of that beer, we're doing it again. But this time we know what we're doing. So we're gonna add some cool stuff to this. We're definitely gonna add a little bourbon. We're gonna add maybe a touch of cinnamon, vanilla bean, or part of a vanilla bean, a little jalapeno.
That's where we'll get the heat.
That's to get the heat, and something really cool for the chocolate is something he got from Peru when he was there. What, 4 years ago or so?
Yeah.
And yeah, let's go through what this is.
These are cocoa husks. They're used to brew cocoa tea, which is like a 0-calorie tea that kind of tastes like hot chocolate.
Let's get the brand in there. That's the brand.
So the way chocolate's made is they take the cocoa bean and they harvest it, they ferment it, and then they roast it. And after they're done roasting it, they put it through a winnower to separate the cocoa nibs from the cocoa husk. You brew with nibs a lot if you want a chocolatey flavor in your beer. The nibs usually go on to make chocolate, but the husks are left for tea and for mulch and for all other, they're just kind of a byproduct. So this time we're going to try to brew with a mixture of nibs and husks and see what the flavor's like.
I love it. Now let's go to the tasting table, which I haven't called it that yet, but I guess that's what it's become in the channel. Let's go to the tasting table. And let's see what a tincture is. He soaked in bourbon overnight, and once you try some water.
The tea.
This is regular tea.
The standard tea.
Okay, cool. So you see out there. Here we are, the tasting table. The lighting is horrendous right now. I couldn't face the other way. There's branches, shadows all over our face. This side is a bad sun glare. We're gonna go with it though.
So we got 2 different ways that we've prepared the cocoa husks. The first is a tincture with cocoa husks and Buffalo Trace bourbon. We went with Buffalo Trace because it kind of fits the profile of the beer we're making. It's got a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of spiciness in it, but it's overall pretty mild. And then we have cocoa tea, which we brewed the traditional way, except we did not add sugar to it because we wanted to taste it fresh and see exactly which one tastes better.
It's funny, it's the color of like a light bourbon too, after it steeped a little bit. I'm not getting anything. The aroma I'm getting, but not in the taste.
This was steeped for 24 hours, by the way.
This is like 10 minutes. Yeah, the aroma's there, but the taste isn't.
So it's really mild. I mean, this stuff's old.
Yeah.
So it's probably milder.
I'm not getting it in this either.
It's there. Taste it again. That's a lot stronger, but that's also steeped a lot longer. I think what we do is we do half cocoa nib, half husk.
Actual nibs?
Yeah, I think we do nibs because we know how nibs are gonna flavor profile.
Yeah, okay.
And the husk will just, you know, kind of complete the circle of life. Use the whole bean.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to the garage and the recipe from last year. We beefed up the flaked oats a little bit, up to 20%, 15%. And then we're adding all the dark grains after the mash. We've been doing that, I think the last couple times we've done this. Helps with the astringency, burnt, acrid flavor. We're also going to add a little bit of lactose to this, 9% lactose.
It is Mexican hot chocolate, after all.
Yep.
Lactose was fitting.
Yes. And the jalapeno, what I did for the one time I used jalapeno was I did a jalapeno like pale ale, fermented with Brettanomyces. That, I cut the jalapeno in half a jalapeno, de-seeded it, and just let it float on top of the beer, and the spice level was perfect. So I'll do that again as well. So I'll also put the recipe in the description below as well, so you can see that. So let's do it. Let's get the brew day going. Let's fire this puppy up. All right, well, there you have it. Pretty good brew day, successful. I will say we accidentally milled at the homebrew store, and
Shameful.
Our
Never again. Never again.
Our efficiency did drop. So our initial gravity was 1027, going for 1033, and we finished at 1057. I think the end was like 1062. It's also a little more brown than we would like. I think adding dark grains after the mash in a Brew-in-a-Bag, the theory is we realized you probably got to bump up the dark grains a bit more because it's so thin, it's contained in a bag. We let it sit there for like 20 minutes after it, just to steep.
It didn't get dark.
Yeah.
It didn't get the color we wanted.
It might not, like, on camera might be hard to tell, but it's more brown than black, which is what we wanted. But it's all right. So, gonna let this puppy ferment, do its thing, and yeah, so, and we'll do a tasting video probably in a couple weeks if we can fit it in. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.
Smash that like button. Smash it.
And yeah, see you next time.
Shatter your wrists.
No, don't. That's
crush.
a little aggressive. Don't quite do that.
Crush your like button.